This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, Brother Mike. Back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Thank you for tuning in to the radio program. May God richly bless you. It's my 23rd year, as you know. I had my anniversary last month in February. Thanks to you. Today's Bible study, Satan's OnlyFans. Today on Hardcore. Hey, will you call somebody and tell them the radio program's on? Although this program might be a little bit too much. Just a cautionary tale there. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're downtown on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. It's a red brick building. I've been a professional counselor for over 40 years. 43 to be exact. Thank you for tuning in. On the website, you see all of our ministry services. We are in a constant, continuous mode of helping people. Thursday and Friday nights are our live services at 7 o'clock at the Deliverance Center. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday are our Zoom services. You can get healed or delivered from demons over the Zoom. It's free. Monday nights for the ladies only at 6:30. And then Wednesday and Saturday nights at 6 o'clock for everybody. We have a children's healing and deliverance service the first Saturday of every month at 10 o'clock in the morning. The thing is fantastic. We have a discipleship training program and a deliverance training program the fourth Saturday of every month at noon. Please hit the PayPal button to send us another donation. Send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com, if you need a receipt for your 2024 givings. We had another record year of giving in the ministry. Thank you so much for keeping us on the air. Mike@hardcorechristianity.com. If you need counseling, you can come in free of charge if you are a born-again Christian. 602-636-5800. No problemo. OnlyFans. Can you imagine it? This thing is sweeping the country, isn't it? It allows prostitutes to earn all kinds of money on their OnlyFans app, and they don't have to pay a pimp. So the thing has been a boom for people who are prostitutes. But as you can imagine, you got to come up with a different kind of shtick to make it big on OnlyFans. And big is not a minor term. Many of these women are multimillionaires. But there's something more important than money. Here it is, 2 Timothy chapter 3. Paul is sending advice to the great evangelist Timothy. He's training him. And he says, Timothy, know this. Chapter 3, that in the last days perilous times shall come. That's the Greek word kalapos. It means dangerous. He said, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. They will be covetous. Pleonexia is a Greek word. It means to have a passionate desire for money or material things. Covetous. And they will be lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. They will have a form of godliness, but they will deny the power of it. In other words, they'll be going through all kinds of religious activities, but not having any real Holy Ghost power. Paul said they will be loaded with lusts, and they will be ever learning, but never able to come to the full knowledge of the truth. What a perfect illustration of the United States of America in the 21st century. That's where we are, folks. This is where it is. Well, recently, a porn star on her OnlyFans broadcast had a special event. She had sex with 100 men in a single day. And she said she had a personal goal of reaching 1,000 men in one day. And as you know, another celebrity Christian popped up, some guy from England named Russell Brand. I've done several radio programs over the year on celebrity Christians. Don't believe a word any of them say. If you do, you will have only yourself to blame. And here's another one, Russell Brand. Oh boy, so bad. Well, anyway, Russell Brand heard about her sleeping with 100 guys in one day. He used to be enormously promiscuous when he was living in sin years ago. And so he tried to convert her and get her baptized, and he wanted her to know that God loved her and that there was another path for her life that she could take. And when she reached the point that she wanted to do that, he would be happy to help her. She's 23 years old and he's 49 years old. And so he's in the middle of lawsuits from women claiming he sexually abused them in the past. And so that's a different story and a different radio program. Not ready for that one today. But another celebrity Christian is trying to help these people. And you got to be very careful of these people. Kanye West recently came out as a servant of Satan. Remember that about 3 years ago? He got, quote, converted at Hillsong. Oh, but as soon as you heard the word Hillsong, that was a red flag right there. And Brand interviewed her on his podcast, and she'd earned over $2 million on her OnlyFans page already, and that she was going to continue to do it. She loved it, and so on. And she was going to reach her goal of 1,000, have sex with 1,000 men in one day. I don't know if you saw the video of the interview of this woman on YouTube. Did you by any chance watch that? At the end of the interview, she broke down crying because of the emotional trauma of having have sex with 100 male strangers. I mean, this woman just loaded herself up with demons. She is now fully possessed, and she is going to live a life of sorrow, sadness, and misery until she comes down with a terminal illness. You can't play around with the devil, friend. You play with fire, you are going to get burned. And she's next. Well, after this came out, another porn actress on OnlyFans, also making a fortune. Her name is Lisa Sparks. She saw that goal of 1,000 men in one day, and she took a shot at it and made it to 919 men. She had had sex with 919 men in 24 hours. The last one to do it was an OnlyFans creator. Her name is Bonnie Blue. That's her stage name. She's also a porn actress. She is now currently, I don't know who keeps track of all this, but is apparently and currently the world record holder in women having sex with men in one day. And in fact, hers was in 12 hours. She did it in 12 hours. And she had had intercourse with 1,057 men in 12 hours. This is the level of satanic insanity that the world is headed toward, friends. And Paul put it mildly when he said, men will be lovers of their own selves, loaded with lusts. And, he couldn't imagine, literally couldn't imagine anything going on today. Nobody in the Bible could ever conceive of it, what's happening in our world today. We are far more corrupt, demonic, and satanic than the people were back 2,000 years ago. The spread of the internet and social media is spreading demons all over the planet like nothing you've ever seen. Pornhub is a typical example. It's the biggest monster on the planet. You can pick up your phone and click on Pornhub. That took a second. And then click on a video. That took another second, maybe two. And you're watching hardcore pornography. And you're a 6th grader. You're a 5th grader. Well, this behavior is a door-opening experience. It's opening a portal into your soul. And these demons just slide right into the person's body and turn them into a sex addict. And these demons control their lives for the rest of their lives. How could you physically have intercourse with 1,057 men? Can you imagine that? How could you organize them? It must have been some kind of blue light special they used to have over at Kmart. The light goes off and everybody runs over there. It's inconceivable how she organized this, but this is the level of perversion that is sweeping our society. I mean, Hugh Hefner was completely possessed by lust demons. He was enormously possessed by demons. He couldn't or wouldn't follow any of this now. He would be surprised at the level of sexual perversion in our society. And he was the most possessed man in the country when it came to demons. He was a lust and porn addict that can't be conceived nor believed. He would be stunned if he saw OnlyFans apps. He'd be absolutely stunned. And remember, everybody on OnlyFans is only a fan of Satan. He's the real person behind all of this. If you're being plagued by lust demons, or you open the door or a portal to the other side, and these demons have now entered your body, and you now have uncontrollable urges you never used to have. You are having desires, homosexual, heterosexual, transgender, desires you never had before, and you can't get rid of them. You can't shake it. It's even infiltrated your dreams. You can be completely delivered. Send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. You can be healed of this horrible illness and be saved a fate that you can't even conceive or believe. The nightmare is coming for you. You can be delivered. 602-636-5800. Please come in today for an anonymous, private prayer and deliverance session. If you're a born-again Christian, there's no charge. You have no excuse. The services are available, and God is calling you. See you next time.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.